At this point in time, military strike against Syria certainly looks likely, and all sides are rattling sabers in a way that we haven't seen before. But a couple of big questions remain. Was this actually a chemical attack, and is there a way to avoid airstrikes? A military strike against Syria is on a hot boil at the White House, but the press secretary, Sarah Sanders, saying today it may not be inevitable.
That's certainly one option, but that doesn't mean it's the only option.
In a tweet this morning, President Trump suggested a missile strike was imminent, taunting Russia, which has threatened to shoot down American missiles over Syria. The president tweeting, Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming. Nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it. The tweet brought howls of hypocrisy from some corners. Isn't this the same president who trashed President Obama for telegraphing his military intentions?
He certainly hasn't laid out the timetable, which would be broadcasting his intentions.
Other critics took aim at the president for not having a cohesive strategy on Syria, announcing one week that he wants American troops out, now threatening a military strike.
I think the president does not have a serious strategy. And I think one-off attacks or tweets or missile strikes are not the same as a strategy.
The president's national security team, including Defense Secretary James Mattis, huddled with the vice president at the White House today to go over options. Mattis saying earlier today that the U.S. is still awaiting confirmation that chemical weapons were in fact used in Douma.
We're still assessing the intelligence ourselves and our allies. We're still working on this.
Is the U.S. military ready right now to conduct a retaliatory strike if ordered?
We stand ready to provide military options if they're appropriate, as the president determined.
Russia continues to deny that chemical weapons were used. A senior military official today saying the attack was staged by rebel emergency responders, the White Helmets.
Based on investigating the territory, visiting the medical institutions featured in the footage by the White Helmets, questioning of medical personnel and patients, we found no evidence of poisoning substances or victims among residents of this town.
In a series of tweets, President Trump today said, our relationship with Russia is worse now than it has ever been, and that includes the Cold War. And he blamed the deterioration on the Mueller investigation, tweeting, much of the bad blood with Russia is caused by the fake and corrupt Russia investigation. The president is still piqued about the raid on his personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Part of what the FBI was looking for was documents related to the infamous Access Hollywood tape. It appears to be an attempt to link the tape to the Stormy Daniels payment. Was Cohen trying to avoid more bad publicity to protect the campaign? Did the payment constitute an illegal political contribution? President Trump incensed that the Mueller investigation may have strayed well outside the bounds of its initial mandate.
The president certainly has been clear that he has a very deep concern about the direction that the special counsel and other investigations have taken.
Is President Trump again considering firing Mueller? He has gone from flat denials to a far more ambiguous posture. Certainly, the president's allies are warning against it.
Well, look, I think it would be a mistake, a grave mistake by the president to fire Robert Mueller. I have no belief that he will.
The Cohen raid may be an attempt to put pressure on Cohen to cooperate with prosecutors, threaten him with campaign finance-related charges in the hopes that he will roll over on the president. Certainly, Cohen has a treasure trove of knowledge about President Trump. Flipping the president's personal attorney would mark a dramatic escalation in the momentum of this investigation.